Testing. 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 One, two. Testing. Testing. One, two. Testing. Test. Testing. One, two. There we go. There we go. I guess I made some changes but forgot to put them back, so whatever. What I was saying is that I've been making some tests on certain things and the results are not bad. I'm actually happy with the results that we have so far. I would do it right now, or I would continue testing or show what I've been testing right now, but I don't know if I really want to do that just yet. I don't really know what subject I would use to test it on. But for what I can say, I do have to set some things up, so I'd have to like go through and kind of show my process of me setting this up, which I could do, but I don't really think I have like the correct credentials to do that with. So what I'm gonna do instead is look into just creating like a new scene to kind of help with that, and then maybe I will show it. Maybe we can really put it to its test, like, and put it through its paces. It's just I'm not too sure how to look at both places or look at both things, so I have to figure that out. So maybe I'll just do this research live. Why not? Just look into it while we're live. So let me take a look into that. Studio mode. We'll call this the right that. Or yeah, let's call it that. There we go. My question is, how do I add just... Well, I should be able to add... Yeah, I can add just one thing if I needed to. The only problem is that I would have to have music that's already like playing, so I guess I have to add that in. So... Maybe I'd have to make like a whole... I'd probably have to do it in the advanced scene switcher to do it that way. But for now, let me see if I can even do a thing where I can just loop through music or something. Cause yeah, I see there's a slideshow option, but not necessarily. Yeah, I'm not even sure how to do that. I probably have to add like a file that's like a singular ambient sound font of a singular ambient sound file that would just loop that, so that way whenever I do switch to it, it's you know, it's just that. So I can do that, but I gotta go add it. Like I have to go find that song or something like that and then put it in there. So there's not like a video on here that's just like 10 minutes. Like they're all like 12 hours, varying degrees of hours. Just wait for this to download. I saw that. Mm. Okay, so I can't mute that without muting the other. I see. This is why it's good to have them separated. Okay, we'll stop the music for just a second. Hmm. Hmm. That that would work, but it's unless I can record my own. Like I don't know how to get this to be something I would want to use. Part of me doesn't even believe that this is like real. That background looks like AI. To be completely honest with you, no braids, just straight AI. Okay, we can turn the music back on. Not you. You. All right. So this video is still parsing. I don't know why. Oh, now you. As soon as I say something, then you want to come up. Sure. Give me the audio. Well, give me the video. And put that bad boy on my desktop. Thank you. Okay, filter download. Okay. It's parsed to it again. Like I wouldn't have believed that the app just stops working. Like ending app support is one thing, like to actually receive support, but the app shouldn't. I don't believe the app should just stop working. Like now you'd have to you're making me actually pay for like a new upgrade. Like I have no other choice unless I use something else, that's kind of like the upgrade path. Like forcing an upgrade path kind of sucks. Like I'm all for understanding. Okay, well I want to use the service, so like I have to do that. If I already paid, it just seems like I don't know, man. Seems a little that's a little bit weird. Like I get it, just a little weird though. Oh well. So basically, what I need to do is get, again, as a reiteration, some kind of ambient background noise to cover the video that's coming up. Let me skip this. So that way I can actually move from one scene to the next, not so much seamlessly, but more so just so we can look and feel a little bit, not just jarring, like a straight cut off, like I normally do, like with my scenes. Like when I go from one scene to the next, there's no fade out, there's no like wipe, it's just like a cut straight to it, which is still gonna happen, but I prefer that to be at least have music somewhere in the mix. I just don't want to download a longer than an hour video. That's all. So this one that I found is actually good. It's taking forever to download. I mean, it could just be Mario music, but then it's like I don't know. Like especially I don't know how to add a playlist of music. Maybe that's what I need to search up. Because if I could do that, then I'll just add my own playlist of like eShop music and then be done. All right, I think, yeah, Chrome is still muted for you guys, so I can watch this, no problem. Oh, it has to be a VLC thing. I see. Okay, so okay, I guess we could just do that then. We could just add like a VLC thing instead. So let me go studio mode. Let me go into audio sources. Add VLC. So I had to install a VLC thing because I guess I don't have it. So he must explain that you need that first. Well, I don't see that, buddy. Well, I already have VLC installed, so that's kind of silly, isn't it? A bit silly, ain't it? Because none of these say VLC. Did they remove it? Yeah, I don't see it. No, that didn't help me. Just an AI voice told me something I already know. Yeah, okay, I already have that installed, and now you're telling me I have to install and uninstall it. I mean, people are saying put it in the default directory. You know what? I'll just forget about it. If I can download it from here, I will. Okay, well, I guess not. Whatever. Let me try doing it from like another place. A gigabyte for that. Just give me the audio, bro. Okay, so we got that downloaded. So that's cool. Let me bring back my music. Thank you. So now if I go over here to waiting room, I can just add in the file or the media source. Let's call this waterfall. Yeah, waterfall. Whoa. Sounds. You can loop it, but don't restart. Wait, how loud is that? I don't even see it, so that's a little bit of a problem, I would say. Maybe because I'm not on that scene, that's what it is. Well, let's test it. Let's test it real quick. So I'm gonna switch over to that scene I was just testing, or that I created to test with. So let me pull this up while I'm at it, just to be safe, or just make sure I can quickly get access to it. And I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I think that worked. So now what I need to do is go check on this other thing I was working on. We'll come back to that later. Okay, so I need to go here and okay. Nope, not that one. I think it's just remote. Yeah, so this one needs to be changed. right? Okay, cool. So now if I want to do it again, okay, cool. That seems to be working. Or at least it seems like it works the way it's supposed to, so that's good. In nature, that's good. Okay, so now what that means, with that working, I can the question now then becomes, if I now I need to figure out how can I get the chat, how can I get both chats in there, and will it let me do both chats is the thing, because if it lets me do both chats where I can see, then we might be cooking. Oh, we're cooking. The chat, right? Let me go see if I can edit it here. The video ID is the last part in your live stream's URL. Where would I grab that? Well, I'm pretty sure I know where to grab it from, but like, where do I? Hopefully, it doesn't change per stream. Well, hopefully, they don't want me to change it per stream, because that's going to be very annoying if I have to do that. Extremely annoying if I have to do that. Let me just move this screen to the middle so I can actually see what's going on. Okay, here we go. That I can find in my thing here. And let's see if this works. Cool. So I can see it. It doesn't seem to be completely distracting. Okay, that's nice. Now, how do I get that from? Unfortunately, it didn't pull up. It doesn't tell me from where it's from. Well, I want to see. Let me see if I put in. Let's say I put in. It kind of works. It doesn't really animate it, from what I can see, but it works. Let's see what else. Yeah, it doesn't seem to animate them, which is interesting. I mean, it's not really necessary. Oh, there we go. Animate it. There we go. Just had to turn it on. Just had to turn it on. No big deal. I wish it showed badges and stuff. Yeah. I wonder what's not working then. I might have to go back and add the actual thing, the border. I kind of like when it's like together, I guess. Because if I could make it bigger, then I would, but I guess that wouldn't be necessary.
There's nothing inside. When it always me, burning down the walls.
I'm not logged in to send messages? Wow, okay. Please log in again. Those messages are staying on screen kind of long. Okay, well, I guess I didn't log in. Like, it wants me to log in so I can actually do it, and maybe then it'll show the thing. But I don't know, though. We're testing it out so we can see. Are you gonna do it or what? Like, what's up? Okay. I forget it. Okay, I guess Yeah, I think that changes all the time, which I'm worried about entering. Now the thing won't work. Okay, let me close the app and go back into it.
I can't tell you how to see me. Just a case of once. There's nothing inside. When it always me, burning down the walls. Is that a way?
I don't know if that worked.
I'm a shapeshifter. I pose
Let me see if that worked.
masquerade. Hiding both face and mind. Afraid for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter. Have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask. My
Oh,
disguise.
that did work. The only problem I have with that is that that's gonna work on this, like whenever it, like I guess not whenever it wants to, but it's only gonna work whenever I think I type it in all the time. Because by the time I end this stream and go live with another one, the URL is gonna be different, and I don't have to change that each time. So I'm not really sure how to go about fixing that though. But it seems like it works, so that's good at least.
Been searching all along. Your face is dwelling on and on. Without a clue. Without a sign.
Okay, and it does pop up on the screen right here, so that's nice. Okay, well at least I can see it, so that's somewhat cool, somewhat cool. Okay, well neat. I didn't even see you pop up. All right. So the cool thing now is that now that does work, let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Yeah, I guess it would need to go up higher. Studio mode. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's funny I'm going through all that like I'm changing it, but it doesn't see that I'm changing it because I'm just going through the actual. Okay, that's cool. So let me do. Yeah, okay. Neat, 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 neat. And it even shows it here. Perfect. I like that. Now let me mess with the chat a little bit more to see if I can get it to. Don't need the timestamp. New messages mirrored. No, okay, that's kind of weird. Text to speech, geometry, timestamp, username, message, background. It's the time frame we're looking for. How can I maximum? Oh, it's not turned on. Yeah, in seconds. Okay, yeah, let's make it 60 seconds. So then with that way, if I actually do that, I can. Yeah, cool. So I think that all should work. We can get rid of. Let's see. We can get rid of all of this. And Yeah, that was like a 10-minute loop of that. So I'm glad that we got that turned off. So what I can probably do, I mean, I can test this. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and get. Well, let me just kind of show you guys what I got going on here actually. So as you can see, I got my phone here. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect it off the charger, and I'm gonna do this thing where it should take a second. I'm gonna start this like this. Peep this. As you can see, you see some kind of.
As you can see, you see some kind of. It's all pixelated, as you can see. Right?
But the moment I turn the
pixelization off,
you can see the setup.
You can see the setup.
Right? So you see I got my monitor here.
So you see I got my monitor here.
Right? My main monitor.
Right?
The camera, as you can see.
The camera, as you can see.
And then my actual. Stream.
You know.
All the stream stuff that you guys see.
All the stream stuff that you guys see.
This is pretty much.
So this is pretty much
a wireless
untethered. It's a wireless.
I can essentially use this to go.
iOS streaming.
That's what I just kind of. The cat's out the bag. That's what I was trying to set up here.
The cat's out the bag. That's what I was trying to set up here.
I think it's pulling in double audio.
Actually, sorry about that. For my camera.
I'm technically using my what do you call this? Like my Shure SM7B right now. So what I'm gonna do is let me set this down like this. Okay, that's not gonna work. Use my water bottle. Leave y'all right there for now. I'm gonna see if I can test this with my AirPods real quick. So let me add that back in. My bad, OG. Okay, so now I've plugged in my AirPods, and I'm gonna see if it's gonna let me control the audio from there. Let me see here. Let me pixelate this. I'm gonna have to add in the microphone thing. Okay, yeah, cool. So it does pull it. It just pulls it right in. Perfect. So now if I unmute. Okay, so it did make a marker, and it's probably not gonna make a marker until I sign in. So that's fine. I guess I can try to sign in later because it won't let me sign in right now. So it's not that it won't let me sign in. It's just for some reason it's not connecting correctly. I don't remember where. Okay, it's chat here, Twitch, login. I'm trying to log in manually. And I guess the preview is still there, so that's nice. I don't even know my own password. Dang, what is my password? Alright, well, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, still pixelated. I'm still not done yet. I just have to go do something. Okay, I'm back with my information. Okay, now I gotta grab the code. Okay, so now it seems like that's working. Low bit rate, I understand. So now if I try to make a marker, yeah, now it makes the marker. Okay, cool. And then if I try to do, I guess I don't need snapshots, so I can take that one off. I really don't need the browser one either. So I'll take off the browser one and add the microphone. Oh, it's already on there. Okay, mic and mute is already there. Okay, chat. So I can chat if I need to. Can you like move out the way, please? Okay, man. Like, come on. Oh, wow. I don't think I like that. Well, I can hear that, but I don't know if you guys can. So hold on, let me see. Moblin is right there. So it seems like I can hear that, but you guys can't. So that's fine. I am gonna turn that off though. The TTS thing, we can turn that off. Text to speech. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. So now the audio is coming from my AirPods. The only problem is that I don't know how to turn it down for my AirPods. So let me see if I can figure that out. Let me put it back up like this. I really hope that's not too loud, but I'm sorry if it is. Okay, so unfortunately you can't
adjust the volume in the app itself that I'm using, so I'm gonna have to turn it down manually. And it doesn't seem like it's giving me the option to do stereo, which is a little unfortunate. I'm set to like 6, I guess is fine. So let me see if I can mess with that a bit. Let me skip this song. I'm gonna send a couple messages back and forth real quick. So give me 1 second. Let me kind of put you up like right here. Okay, let me see how I can mess with that real quick. Oh, and now I can see my badges too, so that's nice. I can actually see the badges now.
Okay, so I switched it back to the actual, let me turn the pixelate off. I switched it back to just the microphone on the phone, but I'm going to turn it down just a bit. Well, 6% should be fine, but let me turn it down just a little bit more, put on like 9. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, I've already tested this, but then the phone's getting like really hot right now, so I'm not really sure how I can go about doing better with that. Like, how can I get the phone not to be as hot as it is? Because apparently the flame is like red, and apparently the flame goes from white to yellow to red to indicate like how hot the phone is, which is fair. But like the brightness isn't all the way up, it's at like 25%. So I'm trying to think of the best ways to do this without like trying to cook the phone at the same time, because you know, obviously like the less it cooks, the better. You know, obviously I would need to get like more devices to have this be like, to have this run a lot better. So I have to look into that as an option. For now, I do want to get it to where I can, maybe I have to find some, like, I wonder if there's like a, I just don't turn it off because you can't tell, but the phone is like very, 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 very hot. So put this not on the charger, but just over there where it can kind of do its thing. Put my AirPods back on the charger. So yeah, that's definitely no joke. Like it definitely gets to a point where it's like, bro, like I'm dying out here. So I'm pretty sure there are ways to go about it without letting it like cook itself, and I have to look into those ways. So let me see. I could try that too, like lowering the resolution, maybe boosting the frame rate, not frame rate, boosting the bit rate, not frame rate, bit rate, but lowering it down to 720p might work. That could work. It could just be, it could also be the phone too, which I really doubt. Because if I do, I wouldn't be switching. I would just be grabbing other phones. Like I wouldn't switch from this phone to like another one, because this is my main phone. But if I were to get other ones, then I would use those other ones to give me like better results, hopefully. But it just depends on like what kind of feature set it has. Like if I can lock the phone and keep walking around, as long as like it has a viewfinder like where it needs to be, then that would be fine. It just depends on like what it really does. Because my goal, my ideal setup would be like a chest cam, like a GoPro, like a small GoPro with like a clip on it. The little mic, right? The little circular mic, if I can get one of those. Have both of those connect hopefully wirelessly to the phone, and then if I want to switch back and forth, like I can switch between the chest cam and then like the phone camera, right? If I want, like, you know, but so that would technically be 4 devices. It'd be the 2 phones, the chest camera, maybe a head cam, unless I move it. Then yeah, that would be how that would work. But I would need, you know, devices that allow me to do that the best way possible. And then of course not letting it die. Or if it does die, then, you know, I can kind of swap them out. So that would be the ideal setup for me, at least. Like that, because that's there's no bag involved and all that stuff. You still have to be at the mercy of having like a really good cellular connection, something that, you know, it just depends on how it works. Because if I do that, then I wouldn't need my computer to be on, especially if I can add the OBS scene on my thing on the phone here. Then I wouldn't technically at that point, because if I was streaming, I would need more than that. It would just be me coming back in, switching over, like staying live, but just like continuing on. That would be how I would do it. I would do it that way, given the option to do so. Given the option. So I think as far as like testing and seeing how everything works, that was actually pretty good. I just don't know how I would go about I don't know how I would go about getting everything, like trying to keep the phone cool and all that, because especially if I use the phone to go out and like do the stream from the phone, like that would take some, I'd have to be careful with that, you know. unless I use like another device. Like unless I get like one of those. I'm trying to be as discreet as I possibly can be. So, like one man, discreet, kind of like thing. So it just depends on like how it all works. Hmm. Then it's also about seeing if that even works, like if that setup is even possible, how much it costs, obviously, and then going from there. Yeah, I mean, heck is this? Oh, okay, it's like a strip. Oh, it's a heat pad. I see. So it's trying its best to pull it off of the phone. I thought it was like a magnet that you can snap like a fan to. The fan sucks the air off of the heat off of it, but nah, not really. Oh, I need to check to see if like stuff came through. Nope, wrong app. This app. Seems like it did not. Yeah, nope, not yet. Which is okay. One thing. I imagine it may take a little bit more time. Yeah, maybe even later today. Who knows? But then again, it depends. Like if the person still is having a little bit of trouble, then I can understand why it may take longer or not come in at all. So totally understandable. There's no customer reviews for that though, which is a bit not questionable. It's just, man, like, is there anybody out there that actually like has a fix for this? I would be surprised if this works. Yeah, but it's pretty interesting to see like how they do that. because I know, for example, I don't think Emily says how she does her stuff. I think she just uses like iReal Pro Kit, iReal Toolkit, or whatever it's called, and that's pretty much it. Like the phone probably doesn't have to do much else past that, you know. That's what I think, but I don't know. I'd have to go watch the streams to see. But outside of that, really, like that was pretty much it. Just me trying to see how I was gonna go about doing the thing I was gonna do. Let me add this to, I guess, gaming things. Then I'm gonna go add the other thing as well. They make me go through all this extra rigmarole, and I don't want to just click on the thing directly. Come on, man. What, you mix matching it? Or is it glow in the dark? I'm guessing it's glow in the dark. Yeah, glow in the dark. Yeah. I don't get what the difference is. I don't see what the point of that is. I guess we'll probably go with this one. Yeah, we'll add this one. All right, I'll probably close out this tab. Now, to be honest, there wasn't much I wanted to do today. That was pretty much it. Like, it was pretty much gonna be my new idea of just trying to see if I can get the thing set up. And now the phone's like really cool now, so it's not like processing a lot. So let me see if I can lower some stuff. Let's see if I can. Let me skip the song. That's gonna go on for like 10 minutes. Let's say we do like 9. So let's see if that does us a little bit better. Okay, let me see. Let me go live and see what it does. Because it should just take over, which it does. So now I need to kind of fill it, because now it's kind of just like not in the way. So let me go studio mode. Okay, so now we're back. And I'm guessing the video quality is lower. Especially like when you move. Yeah, it's a bit, it seems like it's a bit lower. Let me go set it to where it just like fit, right? So let me see, studio mode, camera. No, not that. Let me reset transform and go back in here. Stretch to bounds. Right? So even when I go back in and set it to, well, okay, I can't change it while I'm live, so let me turn it off. And then I'm gonna set it back to like, let's say to like 480, for example, right? And then put the bit rate up to like 11, and then go live again. It should just fool the thing, which it does. So let me check the quality on that. Because 40p at like a high bit rate might go stupid. It might be fine, right? It's essentially less for it to kick out, so that might work. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. And if I'm not mistaken, like all the other audio is still coming through, even with me being on this screen. So I'm gonna leave it at 480, 60. And I mean, it might. Oh, okay. Now, now it says low bit rate. As soon as I say something. I'd imagine like it would be a lot better because it's not as high, but I mean, I don't know. I guess there's really only one way to test it. So let's go take a walk outside and see. Actually, we should go like walk around the park. Just because I'm cool with that. Let's go do that. Walk around the park. So we can test it. All right, before I go outside, let me kind of put it over there. Before I go outside, I'm gonna connect my AirPods one more time and see if I can get that to give me a stereo mic input by using both by putting in both AirPods. So give me a second to do that real quick.
Okay. No, it seems like it's still doing just one. So yeah, it won't let me do the double thing, even if I put in both AirPods. So maybe I have to change it real quick. So let me go offline. Let me disconnect this camera and see if it'll let me do it.
Come back over here in the meantime. Yeah, so change input to output channel mapping. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I mean, unless I do make you one as well, right? We can try that. Uh, go live. Okay. So
Okay.
it's not
So
it's not on the thing.
it's not on the thing.
Let me see.
Let
Turn
me
that off.
see. Turn it off.
Okay, yeah, we just switched it back over. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera seems frozen for some reason. Like the camera's not even working.
we're out here. The thing is now is that it's just really warm. And Texas heat would do that. So there's a park nearby, so we're trying to walk around there. Just gotta get to it. I'll go this way. And the worst part about this is that it's just the phone is gonna get hot is the problem. And with the phone getting hot like that, then it just makes it difficult to actually show things. But this is my first time being on the trail though, so that's cool in itself. It's like an actual trail out here. So, like I know if I try to up the brightness, let me flip the camera on actually. Maybe it changed it for me, I'm not too sure. I can't even see myself. I guess let me just roll up the thing real quick. I guess we're gonna click it to see if we can actually click it. See if that makes a problem or not. I can still barely see it. But yeah. So, I should put my water bottle. I'm sorry. In the shade. But actually, I was thinking this crazy. This is the first for the channel. For me, even. So, there's shade here. I brought my water bottle already, so there's something to put the camera up on. But, yeah. It's kinda neat. So that's nice. But even here, the phone doesn't feel like it's getting. It's cool enough. It's cool enough a little bit now. So that's nice. Maybe that thermal thing might actually work. Possibly. And what I might even do, now that I think about it, is actually wouldn't be a bad idea to come out and let's say I do since there actually is a park nearby, I could probably just come by and kind of sit here for a bit. And actually do streams like that. Let's go in and kind of sit outside for a bit. This is the most I've been outside in like a long time, so that's very crazy. That's very crazy actually. It could just be the environment, really. Like the place in which I have the actual camera and like signals and things like that. Where it's like, I'm freaking out close with that, so you never know. So, just kind of keeping an eye on the streams, like, on the computer back at home. Because honestly, all this is going off. This stream is going off of the computer. But the phone is basically sending the feed of the camera to OBS. And that's how I'm able to actually, that's how you guys are seeing it actually, but it's basically going from that over to there. So, I mean, the phone hasn't overheated at this point. It's still, it's still warm. It's definitely warm for sure. It's not like it's not warm, so. But yeah, I mean, I can see myself doing this pretty often, but I would definitely have to like upgrade a few things, like maybe I wouldn't say I get too long, I would say I get long enough for like the phone to either like kill over for the battery to die, or for me to, play like a game. Like once I'm done talking, I'm outside, so then I can go play outside with that game or whatever. So, maybe this could be a thing where this is kind of fun, like, well, not fun, but it's definitely different. Different can be cool. Different can definitely be cool, for sure. So, and even though, like, right now it feels like, I would say it feels like no different, like the stream doesn't feel that much different, but I think it's pretty neat. Like, the only problem I have is that, since I'm outside, there's like, there are creatures and bugs I would never hear, right? But, sometimes you never know, sometimes you gotta try some things just to see how things work, and see if you like it. And so far, like, I don't hate this. Being outside is like not cool out here, but it's definitely not like, it's not scorching hot. It's just, it's hot, but it's not scorching hot, Definitely a difference. So, but yes, I mean, the one thing I would definitely want to upgrade is like, definitely like a microphone. Like, I had a Rode Wireless Pro set, and I returned it because I guess I wasn't really getting the full use out of it like I wanted to, so I ended up returning it. And even with that, I figured, well, maybe what I could do is, I know that there's mic sets that people have like those like a little circle, that's like a little disc. They put those on, that might be better than getting like an actual lavalier and having that wire run to like a little pack, and that pack kind of sits like in your pocket or something. I mean, it's still just as lightweight, it's just, you wouldn't need to run it off wireless. So, I would try that. I'd try that. I'd give that a shot to see if that works for me. But, never know. But yeah. Actually, outside maybe another question then turns into what do I what do I actually, what can now that I'm actually able to stream out the world, like what do you do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't know. I'm just genuinely surprised at this point, like the phone hasn't like killed over, like gotten me out, got figured it would have gotten like extremely out at this point, and it hasn't. It's definitely warm, like again as I mentioned before, but it's not like, well, I'm overheating, it's neat. I'm just kind of looking at the phone here to see what else I have access to while I'm on here. Things that'd be nice to have, things that just like cool to like mess with. Existing outside. I guess as long as my phone has a decent connection, then like that's not a big problem. It's neat. I guess my camera's kind of weird because I can see it says Super Metroid, but I don't know how. I guess because I'm on my front camera, then it does look weird to me because it says Super Metroid, but you can't even tell it says it unless like you have to flip it around. But I'm going, like flip the camera, but I'm not sure how to do that. Okay, so it's not. Okay, I see it's flipped over. I'm not too sure why, but it did. Something about like not having, I don't know, something, I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, well, I would definitely spend like a water bottle next time. And, maybe I won't do this all the time because there'll be some times where it's like, okay, it's like 50 degrees outside, and while that'd be good for the phone overheating, it'll definitely be like, okay, well maybe I can come out here like a different time or whatever. So, I would probably look into like a gimbal, or maybe like a little DJI camera, DJI, I keep saying DJI, like DJI, like DJI Dave. I think it's really DJI, like DJ with eyes, DJ with eyes. I'm trying to look at what these buttons do. There's like a chat button and emails, if chat messages, it would pop up on screen. Especially because the chat on screen would be different than what I would see, or different from what you guys would see because of the being back in the computer in the house. Which is literally just like over there, but it's like it's cool that it's I'm outside, like well outside of the range of my Wi-Fi, and my phone plan has like 5G Ultra. It's like 5G UC. I don't know what the C stands for. I don't know what the C and UC stands for, but I think it's like Ultra. I know when I have Verizon, I still have Verizon, but when I have Verizon, if I'm playing Verizon, and the service it gave me when I first got my iPhone 12 Pro Max was 5G Ultra Wide, like UW. And I know that on this phone, with T-Mobile, it says like 5G UC. I just don't know what the, I guess ultra compatibility, ultra connection, I really have no idea what the C stands for, like UC, you know? But the funny thing is that I can't do that, like I can't like actually, I figured I had background streaming turned on, and I know I have it turned on, but maybe it just doesn't work a certain way. I don't know why. Something I do want to try though, I don't know, I want to like be able to get it to do it without like it having like an overheating issue, because I think right now the reason the phone is not overheating is because there's no like immediate sunlight on it. Like this, like if I stepped out, if I stood like maybe like 3 feet, right, and like got from under the shade and then like had like a non-area to cover the phone, I think definitely the phone would be in a stable state. Okay, well, hey, it's really hot, it's really hot, it's really hot, you know, because now I'm getting like a yellow flame, which means that it's not cool and it's not hot, but it's like, it's warm. It's definitely warm. And it'd be cool if I could do like, I don't know, skate shoes, like on a skate park. I don't know where the next skate park in my area is, but if I did find one, and if I was able to put the phone in a spot where it could be cool, like it wouldn't be honestly out of the way of others, so like it's not in the way like other skaters, but like just out of the way, that'd be cool. You know, I wouldn't have to worry about people being like, separately for obstructing like the actual park itself. That makes more sense. You come into the park to use the park. You come into a place to use, then maybe you should come into a place to have be a nuisance, so to like block people off and try to access that. So that's what I would try to change. Let me see what time is it. Let me check out, let me check my thing. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it really, depends. Like, I can see myself doing that for sure. For sure, I can see myself doing that. You crazy for that, man. You know you crazy for putting those two, for even putting those letters in the chat. And there's enough one letter. You kind of wrong for that. Trying to get me blown away. It's crazy. I'm already outside. I'm already trying something new. You trying to shut me down. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. For real. They have the birthday party over there. Oh, I won't be nosy, but you see they got like a, yeah, I can draw on it. They got this little thing right there. Little bounce house. Let's get into that just now. Again, if you're still in here, let me know how it look. How does it like, how does everything sound? How's everything look? I might be doing this more often. Touch grass. Fussy Dragon. What's going on? Because like I touched the grass. That could be so good that I'm a stream, I'm a highlight work at that one. Kale touched grass for the first time ever. clip that check. Yeah, pretty much. Some big grass touching, yeah, absolutely. It's probably the best grass you find in this part of my neighborhood, possibly. I'm really glad that I'm able to get both YouTube and Twitch chat. Because you guys probably see it on screen, but it's different than how I see it, but it's just good that I'm able to see it in the first place. Like, I figured Twitch has like the better integration because they've been having live streaming a little bit longer than YouTube has, but they've been like 8 or 9 months longer than YouTube has. And it's funny that with that, I think that with this, it may not be as well integrated, but the fact that I can still use it is still really cool, so, you know. Whereas, I'm live on both YouTube and Twitch, so twitch.tv/Kelto, I think it's youtube.com/live/Kelto, I don't know what the exact YouTube live is, but if you search up Kelto on YouTube, it's the same on there as well, so, yeah, Cam is everywhere. Cam got both chats open up. Maybe not both chats, but you're easily able to talk in both chats, no problem. So, but yeah, if I do this again, like I was saying earlier, I definitely gotta come out here with like definitely a water bottle. And I should have grabbed it. Like I can go grab it, but if I go back inside, I'm not coming back out here. So it's not for today. If I go back outside, it's going to like the other event that I'm going today, but not to actually come back over here. Like I'm not going back over there to grab the bottle. Come back over here. Not today. Not today. Maybe another day. You know, maybe some other time. But I would want to bring like some kind of tripod or something to like have the phone sit in. And I could have bought that thing. Oh man. See, this is why it's good to have streams like this. It's good to try things, right? Like, me trying this right now is something that not that I never thought I'd do. Don't get me wrong, I definitely wanted to IRL shoot before. But just being able to like, you have to try things first to see how you like things. And I'm glad that I started this so I can know what I want to change for next time. Like, bringing a water bottle, bringing something to hold the phone so that I don't have to hold it. Right? Something that doesn't make it to where like it's obvious, like I'm in your face, like hey man, I'm streaming, like you can't see I'm streaming, but I don't want something like that, or like I don't want to be like a gimbal, and then like have the phone and gimbal, and it's like, oh, this guy's obviously recording or something, or this guy's obviously doing this. I don't want to keep it low key, but it's like I wouldn't want it to be like, I don't want to pretend to somebody, right? Like I want it to be to like imagine like I'm FaceTiming somebody, like that's kind of what I want. I want it to feel like, I want it to be as obnoxious as someone FaceTime somebody in public, right? While that can be obnoxious, I don't think it's as obnoxious as someone walking into like a KFC with like a tripod and a camera, right? Like that's, you know, there are varying levels of being obnoxious about certain things, and I wouldn't want to be that obnoxious. I just want to be obnoxious enough to just have my phone out, and even if I do have my phone out, I wouldn't want to put it, I wouldn't want to have it out in front of people's faces, right? Unless like the person I'm with knows I'm streaming and stuff like that, I'm recording a video, whatever. The cool thing about this app that I'm using is like, let's say I do have it to where it gets to a point where I start upgrading and things like that, and I get to a point where like the camera's gonna be in somebody's face who doesn't actually want to be on camera. I can pixelate it so that it looks like you can still kind of see me, like you can see like my hand, for example, but you can't really tell, like you can't fully make out what this is, right? So that's neat. Yeah, that's a nice little feature that I noticed this app has. So that's cool. That's cool. But I'm gonna clip this after I say this. I need to make a list, a note to bring out water bottle, some kind of camera holder, and yeah. That would be ideal. I can't even see like certain alerts. I feel like, I don't know, it's like if something's happening in chat, I can't tell what's happening in chat. Like, I can see chat now, but I couldn't tell you like if somebody followed or like somebody like get to the sub or whatever. I couldn't be able to tell you that. And don't take that as me telling you like, you should subscribe. You should subscribe right now. You should subscribe right now. I'm not saying to do that. No, you can. Don't get me wrong. But that wasn't me telling you to do that. That wasn't me pushing you to do that. But I do wanna kind of explore this option more often. Like, let me see what time it is. Hopefully I can stay a little bit longer. I probably want to do this for like, let me see. Yeah, I don't feel like I've been live for like an hour and 45 minutes already. I don't know when I've been out here. I think maybe 25 minutes, 20 minutes probably. Most of that hour was set everything up, or get everything like situated, trying to see if everything works. I'm just glad I got this working. Like the fact that I'm able to do this, like I felt like the setup was actually very easy for me, not needing like iRoll Pro Toolkit or whatever it's called, or that's the check time, but I don't have like, I'm not using iRoll Pro Kit, whatever it's called. I'm not using Velobox or any of those like services you have to pay for. This is all like from my own phone, set up with like an SRT server or whatever it is. You know, like this camera feed from this iPhone going to my computer wirelessly, like over my own cellular network. And you know, just if anything, I'm more worried about the actual network connection or the strength of it, because that's really what's handling that's really what's taking care of the actual connection, you know, that you guys see. So, you know, I can kind of take a look at the preview, make sure I'm still like not going crazy, which I'm not, so that's good. But yeah, I would definitely like an actual mic system. I thought that would do really good. Like check no suppression, all that stuff. What have you been testing? This is my first iRoll stream. My first iRoll stream. So I appreciate you telling me that. Let me see. I can switch mics. Not the back mic, that's I have it on the front mic, so I don't know what the problem is. Hold on. Yeah, I don't have any other mics to choose from. You have no idea what I'm saying. Can you hear me? One second.
Can you hear me now? How's it sound now? Like a normal dweeb. Okay, so literally tell me like how like does it sound good? Like am I at least clear? Like can you actually hear me if I say subscribe right now and I'll jump off this table? I want to make sure you heard me say that, right? I want to make sure you actually heard me, right? Next person to subscribe, I'll eat the grass. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make sure y'all heard me say that. You hear everything, okay? Is it audible? Is the question. Is it audible? Right? Like, do I sound like this? Or do I actually sound like clear? You know I can't flip. The concern right now is not whether or not I can flip or not. The concern is whether or not you can hear me. That's the main concern right now. And you want grass with extra cheese. Y'all keep playing me, bro, for real. Y'all just playing with me for real. That's all it is. That's all. I get it. I get it. It's fun to mess with people. No, I get it. I understand. I get it. But the only difference I made was I went to bottom mic, so I guess it's like this mic right here. That's why I needed a different mic system, so I don't have to worry about stuff like that. Because if I go back to front,
I don't know how different this sounds. Like, I don't know where the front mic is. Right? It's probably like up here. I don't know. And if I use my AirPods, I'm not sure how to get it to sound. I'm not sure how to get it to like split between stereo and audio, like where it sounds good. So maybe got water damage. Okay. Let me switch it back.
okay, now I'm back on bottom microphone. I'm not on bottom. Let me make sure. Hey, let me listen. It's back on the camera's back on the bottom microphone. Like you got a deep voice mod on. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Hopefully I can circumvent all that by actually getting an actual mic system. And that won't be anytime soon, but that's something I will look into next. You know. But like I was saying earlier, what I would like to do, I'm gonna have to see if I can find a nearby like skate park, and shoot, I'll do a Kale lands a kickflip stream. I'll do that. Maybe IRL streaming will be. Maybe this is the thing I needed to feel like I actually can do something outside of just streaming games, because I feel like that's been my biggest kind of as of late. I felt like that's been my biggest. Not hurdle, but like the next pioneering thing. Like what can I do that will bring a little bit of excitement back to me streaming things that aren't games, because I feel like streaming games now for me, and I'm only speaking to myself. I cannot and I will not speak for others on things that like everybody can do. I know that for myself, I said this before in the previous streams, a couple streams. It's not been fun just going live with the game, especially when like I get too into the game and then like I stop talking, and then if I stop talking, people that do come into the stream, as rare as that may be, don't stay long because you know there's nothing to talk about or there's nothing to look at. So you know it just depends. Let me see. I can't fully read that. I gotta pull up in the chat. Now you gonna stream you taking swimming lessons today? I can. I definitely can. But the problem with that, so here's my only problem with that. Like that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. The only problem with that, there are a few issues with that. I don't know if you can really learn to swim in 3 feet water. That's number one. Number two is, if I do this stream thing from my phone, I won't be able to do it like I'm doing it right now without having to test more how to get this stream to Twitch from this phone, because if I do that I won't be able to I don't feel comfortable leaving my computer, because my computer is still on right now. Like my computer is on as we speak. That's how you're watching the stream. This camera feed is being sent over the air to the computer. The computer is putting it in OBS, and then OBS just spits it to Twitch and YouTube like it's nothing, like my actual camera, right? Like my camera connected physically to my computer. So if I do that, I would have to do that, leave the computer on, get to where I'm going, learn how to swim in 3 feet water, and then worry about whether or not the actual connection stays stable. Because if the power goes out in my house right now, the stream is dead. It's completely dead. And I kind of don't want that, but I at least wanted to see if this was possible, and it is. Like me being able to just go wherever and then have that at least work, that works, which is good, right? I'm going off my phone connection, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm cool with that. There's no problem with that whatsoever. Like that works for me. But then it's a matter of, okay, well, hey, what happens when I go to a convention? What happens when I go to like a friend's house that's kind of far, or if I go to like an arcade or something? And then that's when it turns into, okay, well, what do I do then, right? Like at that point, I'm basically relying on my computer. Like I'm relaying the signal to my computer. And my computer, as long as it's on and streaming, and the internet doesn't go out, the power doesn't go out, or nobody tampers with the computer, then we're good. But you know, I gotta figure out, now that works, what do I do in case, I want to just have my phone, right? Because if I do it through the Twitch app, it's only going to go to Twitch. It's not going to go to YouTube. And I might want that. But I kind of do like the fact that people from both platforms can kind of still come in. Like, from a viewer experience, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed from you watching the stream. It's just a matter of you go to the stream, you click there, you watch, that's it. You type in chat, I can read it, I can see it. I don't really have immediate alerts, but that's fine. I don't need alerts, especially for like a test stream. I don't really need that. I'm kind of just testing stuff, So, but yeah, if I do this again, I definitely need to get like some kind of holder, because like if I try to like put it up like where it's just on its own, right? Like there's nothing to put it on. So, like a water bottle or like a thing. I should probably go grab it. I should go. Well, all right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Right. Right now it's 1:54. Right. We've almost been live for 2 hours. I want to go grab. God, I really want. Okay. So here's okay. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna. What I can do, what I really can do, because I've left my computer on before. Like I've gone to like, I left my computer on like overnight and stuff like that, and it's not like the computer being on for extended periods of time is gonna cause a problem. It's more so just the fact that it's gonna be on for like longer than it needs to be, and that's really it. So I would say right now it's probably like a good thing that everything kind of just works the way I just have it set up currently, and it'll probably be good to like have. I probably won't have that mic set by the time like this next big event comes up, so I can't do that, unfortunately. Well, I might be able to, but I wouldn't count on. I'm not gonna bet on that. And what I can probably do is sporadically here a little, there a little, have like IO streams, right? Maybe I can test how it works. If I can figure out, I'll say this, if I can figure out how to get this signal to Twitch on its own, to YouTube on its own, then yeah, I wouldn't need my computer at that point. As long as I can get back home and switch it over, yeah, I wouldn't need my computer to be on. Like if I could do all that, shut the computer down, go where I'm going, stream, no problem, off my connection, come back home, turn my computer on, and then pick the stream up from my computer, that's a perfect setup. Like you can't ask for much more past that, in my opinion. Like that's pretty good. Like that's really good, actually. So what I was gonna do at this point, since we're almost at the 2 hour mark, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'll head back inside, and at least like I said before, we know what I need to. I know what I need to do. I'm just looking to getting a, if I come outside, bring a water bottle, bring something to hold the camera so that I don't have to, and then a mic system. And you just saw my brain just kind of like just turn off and turn back on. A water bottle, something to hold the phone so that I don't have to, a microphone system, and that's really it. I would say this was a success. It works. It definitely works. The audio might be a little bad. I don't know if I can hear I hope that when I go back and listen to all this, I can actually hear what I sound like. Hopefully it doesn't sound bad. You never know. So I'm gonna go ahead and I guess flip the camera around. Just go ahead and walk back inside and pick up from there. Let me see. Yeah. All right. See, now we're walking back, and I'm pretty sure after some time it's gonna like start to get like I might even get like a heat warning, not for me, but for the actual phone. phone might be like, you know, you never know, man. But yeah, man. Actually, you know what? It might be kind of cool to come out here and do like morning walks. You know, not morning walk, but you know, like daily walk. Talk to y'all for a bit. You know, about nothing. Literally nothing. Literally talking about nothing. Right? Come out here and just be yapping. Yeah, y'all like that. Y'all would enjoy that. Nothing but yapping. A little bit of yap. Yeah, we could do that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off so we can go and get back in the house. I'm gonna put it on the waiting screen so y'all enjoy that for a little bit. We kind of. Hello. Hello. All right. That was kind of cool. It actually worked. Guess you could say we can add Iowa streaming to our repertoire now. That was actually pretty cool. I kind of want to go back and watch it, like kind of review the VOD a little bit. I mean, not review the VOD, but you know what I mean, like kind of review it a little bit. I'm taking my shoes off. Oh man, yeah, that was kind of cool. Dare I say so? If I say so myself, you know. And this is the bottle I forgot. This is I should have took this out there, you know. That was good. Let me grab this other thing. So this is the other thing I was talking about. I could have, because sometimes I be forgetting I have stuff. I just be having stuff. I got this phone grip thing from like Elgato. that I've had for like a long time and never had the chance to use. I could actually use this now. Hopefully this doesn't like add like any kind of extra rigmarole. And I have this like unlock clamp thing, right? So let's say if I walk out there with like a bag, I can put like my bag on and strap this to like the shoulder thing, and then maybe like clip this to it, right? I put it like in here or something. Yeah, that could work. I might just do that. You know? I kind of want to go back out there actually. Y'all wanna go back out there? You can go back out there. Shoot, I'll go back out there. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is that this, it wouldn't really hold it the way I need it to. Yeah, we need to be back a little bit, so it's like up at an angle. Then I can kind of like set it down and push it back a little bit. Yeah. It kind of works though. Like it just adds like it's like a little clip. It just adds a clip to the phone, so I can kind of either hold it like this, like how I normally would be holding it. Then when I get to where I'm going, I can just put this on. Yeah, that could work. I'm just surprised I didn't think about this sooner, because if I had thought about this sooner, then this would have been no problem. Had I thought about a lot of things sooner, then there wouldn't be any problems. That's called foresight, which I didn't have. So, you know, skip this song. I'm trying to think, do I have like any other kind of accessories that I'm not thinking of that I could use? No, I think this is pretty much it. One thing I know I can't do, at least without like getting some kind of cooling first, is putting my getting like a phone mount for like a car mount for like my phone, and then trying to do that probably wouldn't work very well, because again, like the windshield being like direct sunlight on the phone, it'll just be encapsulated in sun, and I would need something that would be a bit better than that, like something that has like a cover on it, but something I can still see over, so I can like my viewing of the road isn't obscured or obstructed. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I have to look. That's some more research I have to do on that. But yeah, this is cool that it works. It's really cool that it works. So that's really nice. I wonder if I can even add it to the bottom. Well, not that I can, but I wonder if I should add it to the bottom. Because if I have like something to tilt it with, like this thing here, like this GoPro I have has like this swivel bottom, so I can like swivel it up and stuff like that. But I don't know if I can get this camera connected to my iPhone like easily, at least. So I could look into an app like that. Maybe I can, but then I don't want it to be wireless, so that way I could use my iPhone as like my chat, like as like a window to like see like how everything looks, and then treat this as like the camera. So I don't think I have to worry about getting hot would be this at that point, you know, in the battery life of that and stuff like that. Because then at that point I'd be able to put this here, like maybe like a smaller case, and then like I can just walk around like this, right? Like when I'm walking and stuff, and then when I get to where I'm going, I can take this off and put it down and face it towards me and stuff like that. That's what I was saying like earlier. That would be my ideal setup, right? Like a camera that can clip on and like move around and stuff. Have like the mic I was talking about. It's like a better microphone system. That'd be perfect. Then if I could figure out how to get the stream to come off of the phone itself, then I wouldn't need my computer to be on all the time. It would be good for like when I'm in house, like if I'm like in my house and doing like a cooking stream or whatever, and I don't want to use like my cellular data because my Wi-Fi is a lot stronger and more stable, then I could do that and that'd be a lot better. So that would be the move, as soon as that move is something that I could do adequately, or adequately, not etiquetely. Etiquetely. It goes in like that, and then I get something to. I can even get like another mount thing to put back here, and then use that. The only problem is that I don't have another one of those things. I felt like I had one, but I don't think I really do. Something kind of like a ball head. So I technically do, but it's not a tripod though. I mean, the closest thing I have is I have a mic stand, but I don't think that deconstructs in a way where I could use it with this. So I'm not even gonna trip. Not even gonna trip, dog. Yeah, I'm not even gonna trip. Yeah. Pretty easy enough. Just getting used to that. Pretty easy. Yeah. So now I have my little clip thing that gear I already had. See, just be buying stuff. Don't be knowing what to do with it at the time, or having enough foresight to buy something and know that it can have longevity and use later on. There may even be enough space back here. Hold on. There may even be enough space in the middle of that, right? If I kind of, that gap between the back of the phone and the actual thing itself, there may even be enough space back there to put like something back here to cool the phone with or keep it cool. You never know. You really never know. But got that, so that's cool. Now whenever I need it, I can just grab that, put that back up here. So when I need it, I can grab that, and then if I can ever figure out how to get a GoPro to work like how I'm thinking I can get it to work, like I'll clip it on and then move around. Or I'll get like a vest strap thing, like you put it on, like you put it on and then like you kind of like, or you can put like your arms into it and then it's like a strap that kind of like sits here, right? That'd be cool. And put the camera in that, put the little mic on, and then when you want to take it off, you just unclip the thing, you put it down wherever, put it on like a little swivel thingy or whatever. Yeah, man, that's all cool. That's all cool. You know what I'm saying? Exploring the world, one stream at a time, joining the big leagues, if you will. But at this point, I mean, there's not much else I want to do, really. Hey, yo, these, the truth, man, the truth, man, the truth. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. The truth, man. I like him at least. I like him. I like him. Oh, I didn't even realize his message got timed. I didn't even realize his message got timed out. I'm sitting here looking at the logs. Cam, I didn't even realize like your message got deleted. And it's cool. I can click it in here. I wouldn't have to worry about pulling it up on chat. I can just click it in here. I didn't even realize I could do that. So I guess maybe he forgot that the bot still works. Can't just say cheese like that. It is what it is. But everything working the way it's supposed to. I'm a happy camper. I mean, the job's not finished though. We still have a lot of work to do in terms of figuring out like what I can get, like in terms of like gear to make it easier. You know, GoPros are not cheap. This one is just old. Like it's not as new as like the newest ones. So you know, you gotta deal with that. If I deal with that one, then you know, it's just like, you know, figuring stuff out really. But I think I'm pleased with how things came out, and there's not much I'm able to like continue with aside from just like learn, like, you know, just more testing. Like I said, job's not finished. We still got more work to do. So if I stay live now, I'm not even sure what I'd be live with. You know, it'll be like I don't even know. Really have no idea. So at this point, I'm probably just gonna end it. Probably gonna end it. All right. I guess what I'll do is, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna stay live for a little bit longer just so I can review the actual VOD. How about that? How about that? We'll review the VOD. If it even lets me. Yeah, it should let me though. Yeah. Yeah, over here. Me watching myself.
But this is my first time doing the trail though, so that's cool in itself.
Oh my goodness. Bro, why does it sound like that?
Like I know if I try to up the brightness, and if the phone has no heat at this point, there'll be some time. Yeah, I can talk about this app. I felt
But is it audible? Is the question. Is it audible?
That's a lot better. Wow, that's I did not realize it sounded like that.
Do I sound like this? Or do I actually sound like clear? You know I can't flip. The concern right now is not whether or not I can flip or not. The concern is whether or not you can hear me. That's the main concern right now.
That's crazy, man.
And you want grass with extra cheese. Y'all keep playing with me, bro, for real. Y'all just playing with me for real. That's all it is. That's all. I get it. I get it. It's fun to mess with people. No, I get it. I understand.
I gotta work on flipping the camera around. Or mirroring
I
it.
understand. I get it. But the only difference I made was I went to bottom mic, so I guess it's like this mic right here. That's why I need a different mic system, so I have to worry about stuff like that. I might even get like a heat warning, not for me, but you know, for the actual phone. The phone might be like, you know, you never know, man. Yeah, man. Actually, you know what? It might be kind of cool to come out here and do like morning walks. You know, not morning walk, but you know, like front.
I don't know how different this sounds. Like, I don't know what the front mic is. But it's probably like...
That sounds terrible. Man, that sounds terrible. That's funny though. Hey, you live and you learn. You know, that was necessary. That was actually necessary to, you know, make sure that we can grow from that. So I'm not upset about that. You know, you gotta start. Like I said in the spot where I sounded like Darth Vader, you gotta start somewhere, man. You have to start somewhere. But I'm gonna start fading out. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start fading out. Yeah. Fading away. We're gonna come back with better ideas on how to, you know, make this iOS stream stuff work. We're gonna do it up. We're gonna have to. All right. I'm gonna catch y'all.